SBR Mr Banks is a registered 2009 gelding. He's really big. He stands 16.3 hands. He walks, trots, and canters. And he's very kind, safe, and he's a happy boy. He was gaited at one point, but doesn't seem to be very interested in doing that, which doesn't surprise me. He probably wasn't real great at it to begin with and was sold due to that fact and then ended up on the road. He's easy to mount, as you can see. Teresa got right on him. I believe this is the first ride we had on this horse. We were just testing it out. It could have been the second ride. We do have a header because we do that with everybody. And once we get on, we walk him around, let him look. He's high-headed. We're not asking him to set his head. That's kind of the way he carries it. He has shoes on in front with a pad. They are driving shoes. And he does have shoes on in back. When we got him, we were going to reset him, and his feet had just been done. So somebody tried taking care of him. This is after his quarantine, so he's been here a month or a day or two, give or take. He doesn't have extreme motion, but he's very cute at where he carries his head. We have not worked him on flexing down. He's been in quarantine. He's been handled and brushed. He's out of quarantine, obviously. He's easy to deal with. He doesn't seem to be a great ball of fire. He's kind of likes to go a decent speed. He will step up, but he's not trying to drag her. He's also in the same time frame where these horses come in and they've been on the road, and sometimes their muscles get a little sore. They get a little body sore, and it takes them a while to kind of work out of that. This horse got quarantined in our quarantine barn. When he came in, I just didn't have anybody out in the pasture for him, so he got quarantined in a stall. He does seem to be coming around a little quicker than they do when we just put him out in the quarantine area with a running shed. He wears a blanket well. He seems very well trained as far as stopping and turning to the rail. When the Amish drive them, they take them up to a wall and then they stand them there. They don't turn them to the wall to turn around. So this is something he learned in saddlebred school. And he's remembering it very easily. He seems very happy. He may not look like it right now, but he just seems very pleasant about what he's doing. He's using his ears. He never did come in real shell-shocked. He came in fairly interested in what was going on around him. He does eat treats. There he saw a little bit of a rack. We did try racking him. Hey, this must be his second ride. We did try racking him a little, and he went down the rail, but he wasn't either very finished or wasn't very easy for him, so we just stopped. I just don't think that's the best use of this horse. He doesn't have extreme motion, but he's very, very cute and very pleasant to ride. And Teresa's just doing kind of a bare minimum so you can get an idea of what he does. He's a little lofty, but not bad. And he's a nice, big, tall horse. His withers are higher. He's not low back, but he has high withers, so he is big, but he measures even bigger than maybe as he looks. You can just see he's very pleasant about it. He stays to the rail, so somebody's worked him. He's been in saddlebred school. This is kind of an easy horse to do. And we're going to start, she's going to walk him a little bit. And then I edited this to edit out all the walking because there was so much of it. And we were letting him just catch his breath. He's obviously not in shape for saddle, under saddle. And then we're going to work on our canter. Now you're going to see he's going to turn real easy to the rail. He stands quiet. I would expect him in the next month or so to possibly get a little more energy. During this time frame, he'll go out every day that he doesn't get worked. So he doesn't stand in the stall, but he is in the stall at night. He is getting a better hair coat than he had. All right, now there he started. He kind of knew what it was, and Teresa hasn't ridden him very much, so we kind of lost it in the corner. So she's going to start again. Notice there's no punishment. We're just going to start him again. And there he got it. I told her just to give him a little harder, not a harder, but a louder cue. She does have to work him to go around the corners. And there he's cantering, doing pretty well. And we're going to ask him to walk here. We just go around once at this point in time so you can see that he'll do it. He's going to require a little work. But you can see he's not silly. He's not head shy. I really like this horse. He's just something about him that makes me really have high hopes for him. When Teresa gets over to the rail, she's going to ask him to canter. And that time he got a little better. He canters on both leads. It's a little quick. It's kind of a gated type canter. He's not super balanced around the corner, but he's not bad. So if you're interested in this horse, you can contact Saddlebred Rescue. If you call the number, be sure and leave a message because the message gets put on my email. So if I miss it, I can hear your message via email. And otherwise, you can go to saddlebredrescue.com and you can email us or send us a message through that way. And we do get them, and I try to call back when I am aware of it. This is SBR Mr Banks. See, he's a natural flat walker. He likes it. I'm sure he wasn't real fun to drive on the road because he doesn't like to zoom around too much. And he's very safe when Teresa gets off. Somebody spent a lot of time on him in Saddlebred School, and he learned his manners. This is a nice horse.